Hi, everybody, and welcome to Houston Life on this Thursday, May 28th. Courtney, we are almost at the end of the month. How you doing there?
I know, end of the month, end of the week. I mean, it's Friday Eve. I don't even know what to make of this. This is crazy. And today and tomorrow typically, I think, is what people are considering the last day of school. I mean, quote unquote, right?
Wait, so officially tomorrow, your career as a homeschool teacher comes to an end? Is that the truth?
Yes. Yes, it comes to an end.
That?
I can't wait.
You can't wait. I don't blame you.
I really hope that I'm not, I've said this before, I hope I'm not my kid's teacher next year. I really, just for my kid's sake.
Do you have to fill out a report card, or do the students give you the feedback report card? Because remember what I said on the show a couple weeks ago, like, wow, at least our teacher was pretty, but boy, she was so mean.
I haven't seen any sort of like, survey coming in, and if it does, I'll make sure that I do it for them as any good parent would.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, well, I would like to see that, and I would love to have you share it. Hey, I do want to break some news to you, Courtney. So right now, I'm on Facebook Live with some of our Houston Life viewers.
Yes.
And it's really interesting to be able to bring our viewers along to show them what happens before the show and what happens after the show and even during the show when we're on live TV. Hi, guys. Hi, Mary. Hi, Trish. And Courtney, I know you've been doing this at home as well, sort of showing people what your home studio looks like.
Yes, I have. Now, I wish I could do this during the show, but I actually have 3 devices in front of me right now. So my phone, I have a Nook, and then I also have an iPad. So the capability of me doing a Facebook Live at this juncture is not possible. So I like to give people sort of the tease. You know how you and I, we join Christine and Andy at about 2:15 to tell people what's coming up on the show. So that's my BTS, because, or 12:15, I'm sorry. Yeah. 12:15.
We knew what you meant.
And that's my BTS, that we do the news tease, I tell them what's coming up, and then, we gab and talk, and there's really not a lot of things to see in this room. As I've showed on my Facebook Live, this room is the kids' basically gaming room. So I'm tucked in this little corner here because there's like Xbox, there's cars, there's all kinds of stuff. It literally is this tiny little space that I'm in. And so lots of wires and lots of things, and there's no crew, as we've discussed before. But there's lots of things in this room. It would not bode well for the minimalist in you, Derrick, in this room.
I mean, there's nothing really in our house except plants. It's just an empty box. But I do love the whole Facebook Live thing because it's a great way to interact with viewers, and people are able to ask questions. And it's also fun to sort of take the phone around the building and introduce coworkers to our viewers. But it is interesting because during the show, our producers will be texting us information, and I don't know, there's a lot going on on any given day behind the scenes. Hey, so I know a lot of people were pretty disappointed that yesterday's launch was scrubbed. Supposed to be happening at 3:33 p.m. our time, right? But now it looks like the new time is Saturday. So we've got our fingers crossed that that will move ahead as planned. Are you guys going to be watching?
Oh, for sure. I had it on yesterday, too. I mean, it was so exciting. I've been listening to various different podcasts as well, just sort of how it all came about, and Elon Musk and how he designed and developed and was, looking to purchase and figure out the whole rocket shuttle thing. And it's been fascinating. I was disappointed, but we knew going into yesterday's show that the weather was not favorable. But it's just, we're keeping our fingers crossed that Saturday is at the same time. time, Derrick? Is it going to be the same time on Saturday?
I don't remember exactly what time it is. It's not the exact same time. You know, the timing has to perfectly match up. 2:22, I'm being told.
With the international,
the magic of these earpieces and our director, Chris. Thank you, Chris. 2:22, yeah, it's got to launch exactly at a specific time so it can link up with the space station, so they say. And yeah, I can't wait for that. We're going to be watching. And yesterday, I know that very quickly, we were talking about the weather in Florida at Cape Canaveral there at Kennedy Space Center, how it quickly was not looking so good. And then suddenly in Houston, it was like end of the world weather we were having. I know in Brenham, they got hit so hard. And I texted Brandon and was like, dude, you might want to leave work a little bit early. I got home and suddenly, Courtney, I'm not sure if you guys felt it at your house, but suddenly that wall of wind and rain just hit and like knocked over all our plants. That was intense.
Oh, that is intense. And even just driving around seeing kind of tree limbs and, but it came in, you know, so quick. And then the coolness afterwards, because last night was beautiful, this morning was beautiful. So I welcome the cooler temperatures. I think we've been spoiled here. Our springtime has been so fabulous with the weather. I'm not ready for, you know, the 102 yet.
Do you notice, though, anytime it rains in Houston, or maybe this doesn't happen to everybody, but it happens to me, we find these little centipedes in our house, or lately we've seen these little spiders, and it's like every day I'm going around, I let them out because I think the centipedes are cute. James and the Giant Peach, I was a fan for a very young age of that book, and the spiders not so much. I don't really take pity on them. But it's like a thing that this time of year, the rains come, the humidity goes up, and suddenly your home is filled with fruit flies and bugs and all kinds of other things. Have you noticed that?
I have noticed it. You know what else I've really noticed too, and this is super weird, is I've never seen so many lizards. I mean, I feel like our entire yard is covered with these lizards. Now, I will tell you, Oscar loves them. He chases them. He hasn't quite caught one yet. I don't know if he's playing or wants to eat one. I'm not really sure. But the lizards are like rampant. And the other day, I was going from one room to the other, and I went to go open the door, and because, you know, we have a dog, so I close every door. He's not allowed in because all he does is like eat shoes and clothes. So we just, you know, close all the doors. Yeah, I know it's very sad for him, not for us, because he chews everything. But anyway, I opened up the door, and there goes a lizard straight across, and I freaked out, screamed bloody murder. Everybody comes running downstairs. What's wrong? Yes, it scared me. It did. I mean, I consider myself a tough person, not around lizards, not around cockroaches. Ugh, you know, roaches. I run for the hills.
Yeah, the lizards here, though, I think the lizards are really, really cute. And we even have those little gecko lizards that are they're almost, they're kind of translucent, almost transparent, really. You can kind of see through them. And
but there's so many.
They have their little pads that they run up and down the walls. But we have lizards out front in our jasmine vines. And it's so interesting to watch them go from a bright green when they're on the jasmine to then a brown when they're on the fence. They change so quickly. And
immediately.
Yeah, right away. And I'm so glad today we have Raleigh Jenkins with ABC Home and Commercial Services on the show. And I'm so excited to chat with Raleigh because he always tells us these stories about what people find in their homes and ways to deal with them and all of that. Remember the time he told us, Courtney, that a rat can fit through a hole the size of a dime?
Yeah.
That's really depressing news. I will never forget that for the rest of my life. That's pretty nasty.
I know. The other thing is too, Orlando told me that there was a snake in the pool, and I mean
in
now.
Your pool?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh,
so now I'm like, great, I'll never swim again.
Yeah. Well, don't the snakes like to they sort of like to cuddle up underneath the ledge where like the wall of your pool meets the decking of your pool? Just check the pool before you get in next time. Just check the pool. You hear these stories about
never swimming again.
Haven't you heard the stories of people who go to get in the shower and they have a snake that's coiled around the ceiling, or they go to use the toilet and there's a snake that's like coiled around just underneath the seat? You've seen these stories. That it happens.
Oh Oh my word.
Courtney, we live in a land that is teeming with wildlife. Okay, the snakes were here first, the lizards were here before we were, and sometimes they like to cuddle up in our toilets. That's just reality.
I don't need that in the toilet. Did that really happen? I feel like there was some sort of viral video or something where somebody was on the toilet and it like, did that really happen? Or that was like a, did that happen?
Yeah, oh my gosh, are you kidding? It's happened. Yes, you can find many cases of this. My sister lived in Brazil. My sister Elizabeth lived in Brazil for a year and a half serving her mission for her church. And she used to find all kinds of things in the shower. I mean, when she would get in the shower, they would come up through the drain. They would be in the house. They like these moist places, these little crevices.
Okay, and then you got to throw in that word. I mean, come on. This is bad. This is really bad.
It's a
You know what? Cockroaches do that too. I know. I just don't like it. It just doesn't. Cockroaches love the. They come looking for water. That's why they're in the drains or like behind your refrigerator
or under the kitchen sink.
I mean, I just.
Yeah, I know. Luckily, we don't really have that problem at our house yet, but. At some point, I remember in LA once having a cockroach come up through the drain, and I just thought, oh my gosh, out of the corner of my eye, suddenly I could see this thing. And then it was in the shower curtain. Oh my gosh. It's very, you feel very vulnerable when like you're wet and naked in the shower, and suddenly there's this extra set of like, you know, antennae looking right at you. We want to know, because our viewers have sent us some of the best pictures and videos and story ideas. Please, please, please let us know, what is the most interesting critter you have found in your home? And I know gecko is going to be on the list, and lizards, spiders. Come on, guys, really go crazy. Let us know. We want to see pictures of those snakes, anything you've got.
I know. And speaking of vulnerable or violated, remember when I ate the cockroach? Unintentionally? Remember that?
Yes. How can I forget? How can I forget the visual of you pulling the cockroach out? Gosh. You know, here, so I feel like our sense of humor is sort of rubbing off on the staff members. Every day when I go to get my little earpiece out of the drawer, my drawer has my little name on it, Derrick, Courtney, whatever. There are plastic roaches in all the drawers now. I feel so
You put them in there.
I did not. I did not. I think Jason did, or one of our staff members. No, I did not put those fake roaches in there. Shocking, right? Other people share my sense of humor.
Yeah, because they come down from the Kleenex box and the whole nine.
Well, it wasn't me. But people, please visit our Houston Life Facebook page and let us know about these critters you have found in your house. Remember the woman a couple weeks ago, she had a litter of brand new kittens in a box in her garage, and she woke up and found a 5th kitten, which turned out to be an adorable little baby possum.
No.
Yeah. No,
not going to do it.
It happened. It happened.
I know.
I told you how we went to Galveston over the weekend. We rented a house, and one afternoon I was feeling tired, so I took a nap. I got in bed, and this spider started coming right for me. Yeah, that woke me right up. That nap was over.
Spider bites are bad too, by the way. Spider bites,
you know what? I had one. Actually, it's almost gone. I had one for the last couple weeks on my wrist. I'm telling you, this is the time of year. So. As we're saying, stay tuned for Raleigh Jenkins from ABC Home and Commercial Services, because he's going to tell us how to handle this, Courtney. What were you going to say?
I just need to clear out. Someone just sent me a tweet telling me to not keep my dog outside 24 hours a day. Never said I did, and I don't keep my dog outside. I keep him inside. He's an inside dog. You didn't hear me right. Okay.
You also have
the dog is inside
in backyard, and it's normal for people to let the dog. Isn't it funny how people make assumptions and jump to conclusions about things that they know absolutely nothing about? Yeah. I mean, he's not an outside dog, okay? Trust me, he has better living quarters than I do. And better hair. Okay, so...
He does have good hair.
I'm totally kidding. So one of the things that we love to do here at Houston Life, Courtney, is we love spotlighting local businesses, local nonprofits, and just local folks doing extraordinary things to help out in the community. And today, in honor of Military Appreciation Month, we're going to introduce you to the Blue Star Moms, some some of you are already aware of them. So they're moms with children in the military, and we're going to let you all know how you can help with their mission to send care packages to troops who are deployed in combat zones. Very nice.
Great story. And also, we're continuing this segment, Cooking with Parents. We are wrapping up Asian Pacific Islander American Heritage Month with a special cooking demo from Peli Peli co-owner Thomas Nguyen. He's going to be cooking with his mom, and listen to this, for the very first time in his life, she's going to teach him how to make their family recipe for spring rolls.
And we are all spending more time at home these days, but as we mentioned, you might have noticed you're not alone. So if some creepy crawlers are also joining you, we've got some solutions to help you deal with your pest control problems coming right up.
Well, welcome back. You know, any bug inside the home is truly not a welcome guest, okay? Let's just say that. From ants to roaches, whatever, the pros can help you take back control of your home.
And joining us now with what you can expect from a pest control service is President and CEO of ABC Home and Commercial Services, Raleigh Jenkins. Raleigh, it is great to see you there. I know maybe you heard us chatting earlier about the rat thing, being able to sneak through a dime size. And Raleigh, is it me, or is springtime a time when everything comes to life and there are just more little critters who want to come inside our homes? Am I imagining things?
Yeah, they've been making it through the winter. They've been hunkering down, harboring in areas that are a little bit warmer, and all of a sudden spring happens, and you know, new babies start coming out, and as populations start growing, they start coming out of areas that you normally don't see them. Snakes and lizards, and I got to tell you, I just love your conversation a minute ago. That was just so much fun. I think I'm going to skip out of work on a consistent basis. If we're going to have those kind of subjects, I am all in. I'll do whatever it takes to be a part of that.
We've got a viewer for life. I love it, Raleigh. Okay, so this is the season 2 where we are talking about the state bird. We've had a little bit of rain, so the mosquitoes, we're going to start seeing those coming back. And also the dreaded fire ants. Of course, with any, you know, the kids are playing outside. We've got pets outside in the lawn. We want to be able to play and frolic. But how do we get rid of these just annoying bugs like that?
Well, let's start with your state bird that you just talked about, mosquitoes. What you see him doing here right now, that's an in-tube care station. What happens is mosquitoes come in, they land on that. It doesn't kill the mosquito, so it's very safe around your house. But the mosquito picks up the material, and they go land in other areas at their breeding sites, and they take the material with them. So they come from this whole big area out here that's their natural habitat, and they are drawn to the backyard because you're a good food source. Well, the issue is they'll rest on that station, and then they'll take it back to where they've been breeding, and they'll eliminate that as a breeding site. So that is a great way to control mosquitoes. It's the safest way. Butterflies and bumblebees, they're not an issue for this. They're not going to worry about hitting non-target insects. It'll only take care of mosquitoes. But what you'll see here, I've got Ben Johnson out here right now, and he's doing a treatment of what you would do for general pest control. And the idea is you want to apply the material to where the bugs live, not where you live. So not on the inside on your baseboards. Out here you'll see large roaches, the smoky browns and Americans, you were talking about those earlier, and even the spiders that are living out here and the crickets. If we start with treatment out here, we don't have to do anything inside. That infestation will never come in. And y'all were talking about earlier, the lizards and snakes that come into your yard. If we get rid of the bugs that they would feed on in the yard, that's less likely for those lizards and snakes to come. They don't have as much of a desire. So take away that, take away their harborage area for those snakes, and less likely you're going to have that problem. But now you see him treating for fire ants. So fire ants are the ants that just take away your backyard and attack and ruin a great picnic. Well, he's putting out a bait that they'll feed on when they forage. And also the other bait he's applying is to take care of those larger insects like roaches, the smoky browns, the Americans, crickets, those type of insects. It's not just one chemical that you want to use to eliminate those sources, and it's not just one formulation of chemical. Now you see him going around and kind of treating all those areas around your house that insects would be trailing, so ants and spiders. And if you don't treat those areas, the lights that are on your house will always be attracting the spiders and ants to your home. So doing a very detailed treatment throughout the backyard. We just took one little leg of the backyard here and we did a treatment. That's how you've got to do it. And it's never one product that works. You need to look at what is the surface you're treating, what is your target insect you're after, and then do the research and homework on their biology and habits, and then go to the source, go to those locations.
Yeah, and Raleigh, I know you already mentioned this, but I think it bears repeating. You mentioned the old school way of what people think about when it comes to pest control is just spraying the baseboards down inside the house. But what you're saying is there are environmentally friendly, responsible ways to do this outside in your yard, which is better for your health and also more effective, right?
Absolutely correct. I mean, let's get to the root of the problem, which is out here in the yard. And if we do it there, we don't have to do anything really on the inside. So we're not, you're being more proactive out here and reactive when you get on the inside.
And what's great too, Raleigh, is I love this one-stop shopping as well, because you customize this, whether you're coming out to do, you know, the pest control, and you can add in pool maintenance and lawn services and all of these things under one umbrella.
Absolutely. The great thing about this is our pool services is a precise treatment. We're measuring, you know, an understanding of the chemistry of your pool. And what scares me the most are people just kind of go out and they go glug, glug, glug. They just throw in whatever they feel like putting in there. And I'm telling you, you know, your children and you are swimming in that pool. You need to be careful what chemistry you change or what you create, that vat of chemicals that you have in there. So make sure you're testing the chemicals, you're measuring what you have, and then put out the right volume, right products into your pool before you just start jumping back into it again. So a pool is more than just something you get to enjoy and play in. And we're happy to take care of it, whether it's your pest control problems, your pool situation, or your lawn. You know, let us take that heavy work off if you want. But if you want to do it yourself, do it right. Be careful with what you're doing, whether it's repair work or it's the actual chemical work or the lawn or the pest.
Well, Raleigh Jenkins, we know you guys are environmentally conscious. You've been in business for a long time. You're very good at what you do. We always appreciate our conversations. And we do want to mention to our viewers, $50 off your initial pest control maintenance service. You got to book today. If you want to get in on the deal, you can call 281-730-9500 or log on to abchomeandcommercial.com if you would like to learn more. Again, Raleigh Jenkins, ABC Home and Commercial Services. We always love our chats with you. Can't wait to have you back in studio.
Love talking to you too. Y'all take care. Have a great week. End.
Thanks, Raleigh. You too. And still to come on Houston Life, we're sending a special shout out to some local high school seniors, plus how your senior can enter for a chance to win a $2,020 gift card from Kroger. That's coming up next. And welcome back to the show. Our favorite time right now is where we get to highlight our artist of the day for my HL home studio artwork. And today, a special thank you to Olivia for this sign today. And she is wrapping up kindergarten this year, ready for first grade. And let me tell you something. You know why I love this one? Because not only because of the colors, but there's glitter, Derrick. Olivia did a great job.
She did a fantastic job. I think I see maybe a little hint of a face hidden in there. Very, very nice.
A little bit, right?
Yeah, and thanks to our viewers for sending in some of your viewer comments about some of the critters you found at home. I think we have some of those comments right now we can share. There's Judy, found this young gecko under my son's bed. Oh, my gosh, without his car. Oh, I get it. Like it's like the Geico gecko. Oh. Adorable.
The Geico. Oh, that is so cute, though. His face is adorable. And Angela wrote in, a baby possum asleep in the towel drawer in my kitchen. It had chewed through the cat food bag in an adjacent cabinet. I guess he thought it was a bed and breakfast for critters. I would have passed out. Oh, Angela.
Wow. And Linda wrote in, this creature appears every day around the same time, wants food, and then leaves. Must be an alien. And on my Facebook Live, Courtney, so many folks have been writing in about their fears of roaches and all of that. One of our viewers, Wendy Gibson, wrote in that her daughter had a snake jump into the bath once when she was taking a bubble bath as a toddler. I'm not sure if that was in Houston, but I wouldn't be surprised.
What?
I know. Can you believe? Okay, well, keep those
Freak me
critter
out.
photos
Okay.
coming, and let's shift gears now. KPRC Channel 2, you might have heard, we are recognizing the class of 2020 with our senior yearbook, sponsored by Kroger. So let's get started today with a shout out to ALYSSA Reed. ALYSSA attended Kingwood High School and Lone Star College as a dual credit honors student. Ah, fantastic. So that means she's graduating with both a high school diploma and an Associate of Arts degree in research. ALYSSA will attend Texas State University to pursue a major in English and a minor in theater, and also has plans to get her master's degree and a doctorate. Wow. Very nice, ALYSSA. Congratulations.
Fantastic. And next we have James Williams. James has been part of the Dawson Eagle Band for 4 years and the Wind Ensemble for 2. Next month he will receive the honorable distinction of Eagle Scout from Boy Scouts of America. That's incredible. James will attend LSU in the fall. Go Tigers, to major in music education. Congratulations.
And this is Taylor T. George. During the pandemic, Taylor has worked 2 jobs and completed classes online. She's active in her youth church, the Rock Youth Church, and the Fountain of Praise. She also played basketball for 3 years. Congratulations to Taylor T. George.
And congratulations to all of our graduating seniors. You can be part of our senior yearbook as well. Just visit click2houston.com and search Senior Yearbook.
And a reminder that everyone who submits their picture has the chance to win a $2,020 Kroger gift card, of course, in honor of the year 2020. And a special thanks to Kroger for making KPRC Channel 2's Senior Yearbook possible.
And coming up after the break, Peli Peli co-owner and friend of the show, Thomas Nguyen, gives us a lesson in cooking. He's getting one, too, from his mom. We're going to learn how to make a Vietnamese staple dish. That's coming up next. Oh, well, welcome back. If you haven't tried Vietnamese spring rolls yet, you are missing out. They are the perfect starter dish for summer season, and we've got a recipe for you guys to try.
Peli Peli co-owner Thomas Nguyen shares his family's take on the staple with a little help from Mom.
Hi guys, my name is Thomas Nguyen. I'm one of the co-founders of Peli Peli Restaurants here in Houston, Texas. This is my beautiful mom, Lan. This is actually the first time in 40 years I've been able to cook with my mom, so I'm really excited. I know that sounds terrible.
When he was young, he really picked it, and he don't want to eat the Vietnamese food. But I make him eat it, and sometimes he says, I don't like it, but you have to eat it. And now he eats everything.
So as a kid, I was admittedly terrible. I didn't eat spicy foods, I didn't eat vegetables. Now that I'm older, I'm more mature, I eat everything now, obviously being in the restaurant industry. I actually am excited about her spring rolls. And in Vietnamese, they're called goi bún, right? Yeah, for those of you that haven't had Vietnamese food before, a spring roll is essentially rice paper filled with shrimp or pork or both, vegetables, and rice vermicelli, which we call bún. The great thing about spring rolls is every family has their own recipe for the dipping sauce. And this is kind of where a lot of the magic happens. Actually, for the first time ever, I found out what my mom's recipe is. Mom's applesauce? Geez, I'd never, that's exciting. So, Mom, do you want to walk us through where we start?
Okay, first of all, we have to cook the rice vermicelli first, and we have to have the pork, and we cook it, slide it.
And you don't need to put too much seasoning because you don't want to overpower the eventual dipping sauce that you use.
Usually in my country, when we cook the pork, we set the sauce and we put it in. And we have shrimp, we cook it and cut it in half because it's easy to roll than the whole thing.
So where should we start?
We start to roll the egg roll. So we have rice paper here.
You can get this in any Asian supermarket. I think even H-E-B and Kroger's has some.
Yeah, and we have to dip it in the water.
The rice paper is going to come like really hard like this, and so you have to just do a quick dip in water and it'll soften it up.
And we have leche and we have mint. Usually, we can have a lot of things. That's what I have on my backyard. And next, you put some vermicelli on.
And you're going to grab a little bit of the vermicelli, put it on top. grab some meat.
We put the meat first, and now we put the scrim out, so when we roll it, you can see the scrim.
When you roll it, you'll see the shrimp on the outside of the roll. Let me show them real quick, Mom. All right, shrimp on top. Sorry, that's my son, Tyson. Tyson, chill. So you're gonna grab it from each side, you're gonna put it down. Let me show them real quick, Mom. Wrap it up on each side, and then you're gonna roll it. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm just gonna grab this so you can see it. You see the shrimp. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to make this myself. Wish me luck. My mom already dipped the rice paper for me. Thanks, Mom. That shows you how much confidence she has in me. I'm gonna do this and some mint, right?
Yeah.
And then the meat. Oh yeah, sorry. That's good? Okay. Put some vermicelli, put some meat. I like a lot of meat. Like, is that okay, Mom? All right, and then the shrimp on the outside, right? Okay. You gotta turn it around so you can see the skin side of the shrimp. Is that good? Got this. You might as well give me my culinary certificate right now. Nice. Look at that. Now the best part, Mom, is the sauce, right? So the sauce, I didn't know this. I thought you just put all the stuff in a dish, but apparently you have to cook it. So she's gonna
Put a half cup of oyster sauce in it, 2 teaspoons of peanut butter, 4 tablespoons of applesauce in it.
gotta have the mozz.
And usually I put like a 2 tablespoons of water. If you want it thick, you don't have to put the water. And you cook it so everything mixed together and it's a little boiling, so everything is really good. Some chili sauce on it.
We like it spicy in this family, so we add a lot of the chili sauce.
You put some brown peanut on it, so it's crunchy when you eat.
Nice texture. Let me show you guys the final product there. Oh, sorry. So we got, hopefully you can see that right there. Okay, cool. All right, when we eat, that's it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I want one.
You know, my mom worked really hard when I was young, and especially in Asian cultures, you have to twist her arm sometimes to make her tell you how much she's proud of you or how much she loves you. And so I realized when I grew up that her way of kind of telling me how much she loved me and cared for me was feeding me, you know? So, you know, it's, yeah, this has been really cool. Mom, I love you. Aww. Long overdue, right? It's good. I don't know why it took me so long to eat this. I mean, shame on me for not eating my veggies when I was younger, but that's fire. That's really good, Mom. Wow.
Thank you.
Guys, thanks for spending some time with us in the kitchen. Thank you for having us on Houston Live. Hope you guys learned some lessons, and please try this sauce. Make it at home. It's amazing. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
It's so nice to finally see Thomas's mom. And Thomas, we miss having you here in studio on Houston Life. Thank you for sharing that recipe. And to our viewers, if you'd like to get the full recipe, you can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv.
And such a sweet moment between the two of them. I love it. And still ahead, meet the local moms on a mission for their military kids. See what they've been doing to support our troops and how you can help. That's coming up next. Well, welcome back. May is Military Appreciation Month, a time to recognize the brave men and women who serve our country, but also organizations that support the armed forces and their families.
One of those groups is the Blue Star Moms. They send more than 1,200 care packages a year to troops serving in combat zones. Joining us now is Gwen Geiser from their Houston area chapter. Gwen, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for the work that you do. And before we get into how COVID-19 has really affected your operation over the past couple months, how did this all begin?
So how did Blue Star Mothers of America begin?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was a question that I was unprepared for, but this organization has been around since World War I, and there were just mothers of children who wanted to do things for the troops that were serving, and they got together, and the organization was actually chartered, and then we became the Blue Star Mothers of America, which is a national organization. So I guess it started all around about 1942, and in the 1960s then it became a national organization.
That's fantastic.
And y'all have been going strong since then, and obviously with recessions or pandemics or other things going on in the world, a lot of times donations become scarce. And so how has COVID-19 really impacted your organization during this time?
Well, just like with everyone, we've been under restrictions, and with May being Military Appreciation Month, normally we would be out visiting and doing events every single weekend, which would give us, opportunity for donations and just awareness, so that later on, we could also get support with donations. And it's just, we're not out there like we used to be, and we've suffered from that, a little bit.
And in a moment, we can get to ways that we can all get involved, Gwen. But I understand that in addition to games, snacks, toiletries, when you're sending them this box of love, Girl Scout cookies seem to be a very popular item.
Of course. They're all American, and they remind us of our childhoods, and they're just absolutely delicious. So at the beginning of this pandemic, before things really started to pick up, we work a lot with the Girl Scouts. They'll collect the boxes of cookies for us, and then they transfer them to us, and we will wrap them and send them to our troops who are deployed in combat zones. And so at the beginning of this pandemic, we had a bunch of cases donated to us, and we were able to wrap and send around 159 of those cases out to our heroes who are overseas serving for us.
What is so great is that's going to be one of those boxes that gets opened up, and I can tell you they're going to be drooling immediately. Yes. I know how they all love those Girl Scout cookies, and that is so awesome. How can people help now? I know a lot of times you have these packing parties and things like that that you can't do right now that you alluded to, but how can we help if we're able to donate?
Well, so we are hopefully gearing up to be able to do more care package parties and, sending these packages to our troops. So what people can do right now is we're always accepting donations, and we like for people to think about things that could be easily carried in a backpack and produce very little trash. So individually wrapped kind of things like fruit cups and granola bars and trail mixes, those kinds of things. You can go to our website, and on our website, which is bsmhoustonarea.org, there is a link to care packages, and you'll find everything you need to know there. There'll be the list as well as contact information for the person in our organization who coordinates our care packages, so that you can find out how to get these donations to us. We also are always seeking monetary donations. Of course, they help. We spend more than $20,000 a year in postage alone. And you can also go to our website for that, and there's on our homepage a link to donate for that as well. My
goodness. Yeah, I can imagine. I was just about to ask. It seems like sending out all of these boxes would result in a pretty high fee. You're also doing something really cool, donating to any family who wishes to honor someone they have actively serving in the military. This is a Blue Star Garden flag. How would someone get their hands on one of these?
Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but this is the actual flag here. And again, you can visit our website, bsmhoustonarea.org, and at the bottom, it'll tell you how to get one of these flags for free. Now, we do appreciate a donation to cover the postage, because we, are trying to focus most of our funding toward the troops and the heroes, get their care packages to them. But we will send you the flag for free.
Well, Gwen Geyser, the Blue Star Moms of Houston Area Chapter, continue to do great work, and let's get those donations up and running, and hopefully we can get those packing parties going as well. And by the way, for more information, you can visit the Scene on Houston Life section of our website.
Gwen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And still ahead on Houston Life, how one retired nurse got a brand new smile after a lifetime of dental problems. Her story after the break.
Welcome back. Visiting the dentist regularly can sometimes be a hassle, but imagine having to visit your dentist multiple times a year.
And not just for cleanings. That was the case for one woman whose teeth were so bad, she'd had a lifetime of expensive and painful dental repairs. We do want to point out this piece was shot before the coronavirus outbreak.
This is Sandy. She's a wife, a grandmother, and a retired nurse. And her trips to the dentist used to happen way too often.
Seemed like that I spent more time with the dentist than I did with my husband. Every time you go to the dentist, it's not a pleasant experience, especially if you have to go very frequently.
Her visits weren't because of a bad toothache or cavity. It was much worse.
It was horrible. Horrible. It sure was. I discovered that I would wear down my teeth until they got really small and sharp, and then they'd break off at the root.
Sandy had broken and missing teeth. She had trouble eating and simply smiling.
When we would take photographs, I'd either not be in them or I would smile with my mouth closed.
She even had trouble just holding a conversation.
And I'd have to spell out something that I wanted to say to my family. I had a lot of trouble pronouncing words. And very frustrating. Or the worst part about it is that when you talk and you've got problems with your teeth, you spit on people.
Sandy was desperate. That's when she turned to Dr. Hannah.
Everybody that I talked with had praising Dr. Hannah at how great he could do and how skillful he was.
I've been doing this for about 20 years. I've placed thousands of implants and done thousands of procedures.
Dr. Hannah at Comprehensive Dental specializes in implants and full mouth reconstructions using all-on-4, full-on-5, and several other cutting-edge reconstructive techniques. He ensures every patient is at ease.
We have all kinds of sedation available, all the way from just laughing gas or nitrous oxide, all the way to putting you out with an IV sedation.
Was there any pain during this process?
No, not really. In fact, I don't even think I took the first pain pill. It healed up just perfectly, and they worked a very long time with me, trying to figure out the correct color, the correct size of my teeth. It's almost like an artist when they build your teeth in the lab. It's just unbelievable.
And just like artwork, no two pieces are alike.
We don't have like one-size-fits-all treatment. We individualize your treatment, and we make sure that what you're getting is what you need and what you want and what you expect. So we don't just finish the treatment and tell you, okay, you're done. We follow you for the life of the appliances.
Today, Sandy feels like a new woman, proud to show off her new smile.
Well, I feel more confident. It has helped with my self-image, giving me confidence to pursue my passions. I can talk to anybody, and I'm extremely grateful that I had this done. I should have had it done years ago if I could have.
I had so much fun chatting with Sandy there. By the way, Comprehensive does have a special offer. The first 10 callers will receive a complimentary consultation, which is valued at $350.
To schedule that consultation, give them a call at 713-999-6223 or visit their website at thecdgofhouston.com. We'll be right back. Well, coming up on tomorrow's show, guys, we have summer ideas for the kids, from museums to online activities. We're sharing 6 plans to keep the kids entertained this summer while practicing social distancing.
Plus, we're catching up with 2 actors from a brand new sci-fi movie headed to Amazon Prime, The Vast of the Night. Lauren Kelly chats with Sierra McCormick and Jake Horowitz from The Vast of Night. The movie was filmed in Texas. Can't wait to hear about the behind the scenes. And we do have a few more class of 2020 shout outs, part of our senior yearbook sponsored by Kroger. Here's a shout out to Josh KOSCO. Josh has a unique school background. He started in Kingwood for kindergarten, then moved to Denmark, New York, and Malaysia. Josh moved back to Kingwood for the last 3 years of high school. He says he's looking forward to going into the engineering program at Texas A&M this fall. Congrats, Josh.
And next is Lauren Grace Dorman. Lauren is graduating senior from LaPorte High School. She is heading to Berlin and then to A&M, where she's going to study engineering. And listen to this. She aspires to be an astronaut.
That is
Congratulations.
fantastic, Lauren. You can totally do it. And this is Alexis DIAZ-WATERMAN. Alexis is a graduating senior from Emory Weiner High School. She'll attend Northwestern University next fall and double major in theater and biomedical engineering. She is a first-generation college student, and her family could not be more proud, of course.
Fantastic. Congratulations to all of our graduating seniors. You could be a part of our senior yearbook as well. Just visit click2houston.com and search Senior Yearbook.
And remember, everyone who submits their picture has the chance to win a $2,020 Kroger gift card in honor of the year 2020. Special thanks to Kroger for making Channel 2's Senior Yearbook possible. And in the meantime, folks, we asked and you delivered. Y'all are freaking us out by this whole critter conversation. We asked you to submit the things that you found in your home, and oh my gosh, Robin, please tell me that's not a real snake on the toilet. When her brother-in-law was about to use the facilities at a Texas friend's ranch home, Courtney, I mean, what about the rest of us who go to the toilet in the middle of the night and don't turn on the lights?
Oh, y'all.
I don't know what I would
that's
do.
me. Oh, my gosh. A heart attack. I mean, okay, here's the thing. This is more snakes. Tim wrote in, and look at this picture. Snake came up through my sink in the second floor apartment. Oh,
please say this is rare.
Word.
Kathy submitted this huge mutant fraud from her pool, a frog. It was so loud, she captured it and took it back down to a creek. It found its way back. And you know what? If it's between a snake and a frog, I'll take the frog. Oh, not the scorpion, though.
Oh, no, Becky. Scorpion was in her boot. Fortunately, saw it before I put it on. We are at a ranch, so... Oh my gosh, so any critter is really possible. Freak out mode.
I mean, doesn't this make you rethink everything you thought you knew about your bathroom habits? Like, you're just minding your business, going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Next thing you know, a snake is staring you right in the face. Oh my.
Or the tush. Who knows?
See you tomorrow.